Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. We're here to do a book review today, and I'm excited about this book review. It's about a young man that I like. I'm a royal watcher anyway, so you already know who it is. It's the Spare, Prince Harry the Spare. Now let's bear in mind that this person that's writing the book has lived a life of privilege, luxury, and great suffering. And amongst that suffering, there was no privacy to mourn. And grief takes a while, it takes its own time. Anybody who's ever grieved knows that. He's quite young to have experienced all of this challenge, and yet he's willing to be pretty honest about some parts of his life. I suspect he held back some things, but people were surprised at some of the things he did share. He has a very cute British sense of humor. His character jumps off the pages. I had no opinion on whether I was going to like the book or dislike the book before I started. I literally did not think, oh, it's going to be amazing or, ugh, none of that. So after I read the book, I came up with it is 5 stars. I love the book. I think you should read the book. Even if you're not particularly a royal watcher or a memoir person, it's a good book. And honestly, I feel privileged to have him share the way he did. You feel like almost like you're sitting by the campfire with him and that he's sharing some parts of himself. He was beyond honest in some things. I don't know if I would have gone all the way with some of his dish, but he shared so much of himself on these pages. I feel privileged to have read it. And I think part of his reason was he wanted to leave behind his side of the story. And he's certainly done that. He's left behind his side of the story. And there were 3 million copies sold the first week. I can see why. After those of us who have read it, I can't imagine anybody not enjoying it. It's an easy read. It's not difficult. And as he speaks, your imagination just runs into the story. You feel like you're walking in his shoes for a bit. If you want to feel even better about walking in his shoes, it's on Audible, and Prince Harry is the one that is narrating it. And of course, he has the darling accent, wonderful voice, wonderful reader, very good reader. I don't know if he was coached or what, but he did very well. And I think it'd be more fun on Audible, but you should buy a book. Don't go to the library and get the book. Buy the book. It's good. And I after having read the book, I feel like California should welcome him. It really suits him. California suits him much more than this royal life. And I was digging around trying to figure out what page to read to you, and I found one so that you would have some idea of what the book reads like. So here we go. Over several months, Nige, the ninja, managed to show me how to fly a helicopter while doing other things, countless other things, and, what was more, to do so with something approaching self-love. These were flying lessons, but I think back on them as life lessons, and gradually there were more good ones than bad. Good or bad, however, every 90-minute session in Nige's squirrel dojo left me hooped. Upon landing, I'd think, I need a nap. But first, the debrief. This was where Nige the ninja really put me through it, because he sugarcoated nothing. He spoke bluntly and wounded blithely. There were things I needed to hear, and he didn't care about his tone when he told me. I got defensive. He pressed on. I shot him hate you forever stares. He pressed on. I said, yeah, I get it. He pressed on. I stopped listening. Poor Nige, he pressed on. He was, I realize now, one of the most truthful people I've ever known, and he knew a secret about truth that many people are unwilling to accept. It's usually painful. He wanted me to believe in myself, but that belief could never be based on false promises or fake compliments. The royal road to mastery was paved with facts. Not that he was categorically opposed to compliments. One day, almost in passing, he said that I appeared to lack any fear. You're not terribly concerned, if I may say, Lieutenant Wales, with dying. That's true. I explained that I hadn't been afraid of death since the age of 12. He nodded once. He got it. He moved on. That's how old Harry was when his mother, Diana, passed. So I give it 5 stars. Thank you for sharing so candidly, Prince Harry. He didn't really have to do this. Um, I'm glad he did. And I wish him well. I think California is an excellent place for him and his family to thrive. I'm excited to know what he's going to be up to next. So, read The Spare. It's worth it, even if you're not a huge follower of the royals. In my opinion, he's anything but the Spare. He's not the Spare. He's Prince Harry. He'll always be Prince Harry. Well, thank you for joining my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There's lots of new books coming up.